high beams. The girl driving the old sedan was a senior at the high school. She lived in a barn about 8 miles away and used the car to drive back and forth. She had driven into town that night to see a basketball game. Now she was on her way home. As she pulled away from the school, she noticed an old pickup truck start to follow her out of the parking lot. A few minutes later, and the truck was still behind her. I guess we're going the same way, she thought. As she began to watch him in the rearview mirror, she noticed, whenever she sped up, so did he. If she passed a car, he did as well. And then he turned on his high beams, flooding her car with light. He probably wants to pass me, she thought, trying to explain away the uneasy feeling in the pit of her stomach. Instead, he continued to follow behind her even as she turned down an isolated dirt road on the way to her house. I've got to lose him, she thought as she drove faster, but through the twists and turns, the truck driver stayed right behind her. All the while, he continued to flash his high beams, until he finally left them on. At last, she pulled into the driveway of her house, sounding the horn before running inside, yelling at her family to call the police. Peeking out of the window, she could see that the truck had pinned her car in the driveway. Ducking down below the window, she waited for the police to arrive. When they finally arrived to arrest the man, he pointed to the back seat of the girl's car, shouting, "It's not me you want, it's him." Looking in the back of the girl's car, they found a man lying in the back seat holding a knife. The driver of the truck explained he had seen the man sneak into the back of the girl's car as she was leaving. Every time the man reached up to overtake the girl, he shined his high beams. The man, afraid to be seen, ducked down quickly. If he had chosen to get help instead of following the girl home, who knows what would have happened.